So hello and welcome to my collection of firewood that laughingly masquerades as a Mark II Jaguar Wood set. The reason for this little video is just to get you up to speed on what's been going on behind the scenes over a period of weeks if not months. I think a good place to start is this one. This hockey stick had to be repaired. This was in two pieces, and I think you can see there's a piece been put in there to support it. But yeah, this had to be repaired before we even had one decent hockey stick, because this one was broken off where they do and was completely missing. So we've had to completely make this up from scratch so that we had one at all for the other side. Also, I only had one courtesy light plinth, so again we've had to get another one made up, so at least we've got a pair now. And yeah, it goes on and on and on. This is an original piece that goes over the passenger door. This is the other side. We did have another one made up as well, and then you've got all the usual, disaster areas. This is the windscreen post trim, and so on and so on. So I've no idea whether any or all of it came out the same car, or whether it's just a hodgepodge of bits. Anyway, the best preserved part I can find is this B-post waistline trim, and it does seem to indicate that you've got a more solid colour in the middle and some lighter golden brown around the outside. So that's the idea going forward. I don't know if all this was once upon a time veneered, or some of it was, some of it wasn't. I really don't know. All I'm going to do is sand it down. I'll attempt some attempt at colouring in the centre strips on most of it, and then I'll just give it a damn good coat of varnish and call it done. So before I can do the final fit on the wood, the last job to do is to stick the last of the headlining material back into position. This is the only bit you didn't see on the headlining video itself, and as I've already done the other side, I thought I would just film it just so there's a record of it. The idea is that once that's all done, it looks like it does on this side. It's all obviously back, and then the wood goes over the top. It's -2 outside, so hence I'm in here with the fire. So I'll bring you back when it's all stuck up. So we got the headlining all glued up now. Been experimenting with a modern edge strip, which seems to be working out okay. This wood trim is the one that was completely rebuilt on this end. That complete end was missing, and that seems to be working out all right. And I'm just working on this missing piece of trim, which would normally be covered by the cloth type headlining, but as you know, I've got a homemade one, so got my template here, and hopefully I can use this for the other side as well. So I think you get the idea. So we'll cover that in the same stuff as the headlining, and the seat, the back seat, covers most of it. It is pretty much just this bit here. So I hope that gives you a bit better view. Now I can sit back a bit further, like a preview of what we're trying to achieve with all the trimming done. Okay, so this is the windscreen pillar trim sandwiched between two pieces of wood, and the reason for that is just where I wanted it to hug the pillar, it was bowing out here, and it was giving me a whole load of grief, because as if it's not hard enough, I need it to meet up with the door above, you know, the trim above the door here. So I've managed to get that to line up, but it was kind of bowing out here, which may have been okay in the original setup, but it wasn't working for me. So what I had to do was get the old steamer out and a little bit of steam, and job's a good one. Okay, wood prep and sanding, and yes, it is as dull as it sounds. I started off using this because that's the only sort of detail equipment I had, but it soon became apparent that my arm would be falling off by the time I'd finished it all, so I lashed out on a new detail sander. So these are available from Screwfix in the UK, less than £20, so I'll be sure to let you know what I think of that. Hopefully it will be an improvement, but of course they get you any which way you can, because the sander itself might be very reasonably priced, but just these 3 packs of sandpaper discs were basically half the price of the unit, so they make their money either way. So I've gone ahead and tried to do something about that split piece that we saw at the start. So we can untake this and see how that went. I used the that type Gorilla Glue. You put some moisture on it and it expands up. So well, it's certainly done something. I guess time will tell. I'll need to sand all this off to see if it's, well, it's obviously stuck. Anyway, so I did just try the new sander out, and you know, it did what it had to do. This is a little bit like expanding foam, this stuff, but yeah, certainly beefed it up a bit. And the good thing is, most of that is, well, I say most of, a certain portion of it is hid by the dash top, so it's only, you know, the top 3/4, I expect you see. So I hope that gives you an insight into just how much work is involved in the wood trim in a Mark II Jaguar. Of course, my trim was never in the car when I got it, so I just had a box of bits. I can't tell you the number of hours I've spent trial fitting and adjusting and so on and so on. So lots of work done, lots to do. So probably best I start getting on with it. Okay, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.